99X, it's Barnes and Leslie. We are your Morning X. And oftentimes, you find yourself, if you have kids, or maybe even if you don't have kids, wondering, what the hell am I going to do today? I'm bored. And there is a place, and someone you should know, that is opened in Atlanta that, they're doing very, very small numbers. Something like, $4.5 million a month.
They've stumbled onto a brilliant idea.
And I had no idea. And I don't know that I still understand it. I definitely don't know how to say it, so I'm going to have her do it. Are you a co-CEO or the CEO, Karen?
I am the co-CEO of SLOO MOO Institute.
That is a number that would make me very happy, even if it was half of that number. This is a craze that's going on. Karen Robinovitz, and it's SLOO MOO Institute, co-founder, co-CEO. Welcome to the show, first of all.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
I drive by your place in Atlanta, and that building was haunted and failed in every thing that was there before you, right there at Wyuka and Peachtree.
Well, we are hopefully breaking the curse.
Oh, you did?
Some certain spots are cursed, and we brought in some new energy.
It was Circuit City. It was some other concept that disappeared overnight. It was always just this big box, and now you can't park near the damn thing because you're so successful. What is SLOO MOO?
Okay, so SLOO MOO Institute is an immersive experience that is based on handmade slime and all things #satisfying. So it is a really interactive world of really playing with your hands and experiencing texture, scent, mesmerizing visuals, amazing color, and connecting with other people and yourself through your senses.
It looks like such an amazing, immersive experience. Now, Karen, you and your partner, Sarah Schiller, your friend Sarah, started this. And I want to do a little bit of a backstory because it's really inspiring for anyone that has to overcome adversity. Can you explain how the two of you came out of some really dark times to start this business?
Yes, and we are really open about our stories because we believe sharing them sheds a lot of shame people have about some of their own stories and a lot of judgment that people hold around things like mental health and neurodiversity. So first, Sarah and I have been friends for 17 years, and a lot of our friendship was really based on our joint love of experiencing contemporary art, which really informs what we do now. So it's just to have that context. But we both went through some really, really seismic tragedies and traumas around loss at the same time. And that connected us even more as friends. So my story really kind of began 7.5 years ago when I suddenly lost my then husband, and he had a lot of mental health struggles. And to be honest, today, I don't know if his death was purposeful or not. I will hold on to believing it was accidental, but the reality is I'll never really know.
We're really
sorry. Sorry, yeah. Sorry about that.
Thank you. I had the most enormous nervous breakdown that I believe a person could have. I absolutely collapsed, and I left my company that I had started at that time. I completely tapped out of life. I was not functioning. I was not sleeping. I was not eating. I did not leave my house except to get help for literally 1.5 years. I was an unfathomable case of depression. 9 months after losing him, my cousin, who was 14, was murdered in the Parkland school shooting.
Oh,
unbelievable.
And these losses for me were crippling. I just, seeing my family in this kind of pain, seeing her mother in this kind of pain.
But how do you get from all this grief to forming this so out of nowhere slime? I mean, it really is the perfect mix of emotion, sensory, there's so many childhood memories. It's all wrapped up. How do you get there?
So one day, a friend of mine came by with her then 10-year-old, and her daughter happened to have slime with her. handmade slime, today's slime. And I grew up with slime
Everyone,
the first time
yeah.
around in the 70s.
Right.
You know, Mattel, it came in the garbage can.
Right.
It had worms in it.
Yep.
Or our eyeballs. And so I immediately said, Maddie, I want to see your slime. And I sat on the floor with Maddie, and my friend was suddenly like, we have to go. And I was, oh, you just got here. And she said, you've been on the floor with my daughter for 4 hours. And I had no idea that 4 hours passed. And really what I actually said was, I just had 4 hours without pain, without crying.
What a
Distraction.
revelation.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize that I was playing and I was in joy. So I said, this just did something for me that my antidepressants didn't do, that no help could do, that no doctor could do, that no therapy could do, that no support group could do. Where do I get more? I started to buy slime from kids all over the internet, like 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids.
Okay, my daughter was selling slime on TikTok. Now, she's not one of the ones making $1 million, but I used to question, this was like 5 years ago. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm selling slime. I'm like, well, but okay.
You're like, why?
I know, but you don't think about, and these TikTokers who report making over $1 million selling these concoctions of slime, it is a real thing. And so is that how you recognized, hey, I can elevate this into a bigger business?
I didn't even think yet for a business. I wanted to soothe myself and find healing and therapy.
Yeah.
And that's what I got from it.
We're speaking with Karen Robinovitz. She and her friend, Sarah Schiller, are founders of SLOO MOO Institute, taking really grief and turning it into joy. And I love the fact that you guys had to really study slime. Like you picked up more than 900 jars of slime. Talk about the immersive experience when you actually go to your place.
What happens? I've not been in there. I just go when I go get sushi and all the people are coming out and they all are smiling.
Oh, yeah, we're right next door. Well, you need to come because it's not just made for kids. We really believe in the power of play for adults. There's a lot of studies around how play impacts your brain and makes you more creative, connected to others. So our world is full of these beautiful vats of slime. Each one holds 5 gallons of slime. They all smell amazing. The colors are based on color therapy. You're diving into different textures. When you're playing with both hands, guess what you can't do? You can't be addicted to your phone. You're walking on slime. You're designing your own slime. You're taking it home with you. You're slingshotting slime. There's this day glow experience where you're dancing and turning yourself into a slimy avatar on the screen. You can wear a poncho and get slimed. There's an obstacle course. There's an area we call the slubratory.
Can you eat it?
You can't eat it. It smells so good, but you don't eat our slime. But you can definitely buy some candy on the way out.
A Barnes team building.
If it gets in your mouth, I just wonder because it's flying around if it was safe to ingest.
If you get a little in your mouth and swallow it, nothing is going to happen.
Okay.
If you ate all 500 gallons of it, that would be bad.
I would think so.
What a great thing, not for kids, but also adults. And I really feel like team building with everyone in your office. It sounds like a blast.
Team building is amazing. We've done it with Google. We've done it with Bank of America. We've done it with Twitter. Well, when it was Twitter. And we've had, like, T-Boz has been in there. Nia has been in there. Kevin Hart's kid had a birthday party with us.
Well, you've stumbled on to a pretty amazing thing. What do you think Shark Tank would have said if you would have come in and pitched this? I wonder if it would have gotten through with anybody.
Oh, I not only think it would have gotten through, but we probably would have turned them down because they would have wanted way more of the company than we were willing to give.
It's a cool story.
And we did raise money.
Yeah.
I mean, Sarah and I really, we invested our own money. We put everything we had. And we were like, if this doesn't work, we don't know what we're going to do.
This is amazing. You have SLOO MOO Institute. It's in Atlanta. What's the official address? Because it's right there at West Wayuka and Peachtree.
So it's 3637 Peachtree Road Northeast.
And have you tried that sushi place next door, Nova?
I have. I get my sushi when I'm in town all the time.
I love that place, Nova.
You cannot miss the Magenta building.
No, you can't miss it.
Congratulations, on turning a personal tragedy into something that brings joy to so many people. What a story.
Thanks, Karen. That was great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry
Thank
I
you
talked
so much. No, you were great.
No,
you were great.
You didn't talk too much. It would suck if you did the opposite. Then it wouldn't
was
be
great.
so much fun. The SLOO MOO Institute.
Thank you.
Crushing it in Atlanta. Go check it out. This is The Morning X, and this is 99X.
Former U.S. Navy SEAL Sean Ryan captures real stories about sacrifice and strength, uncovering truth with the heroes who live to tell it.
There are two kinds of people. They're winners and they're losers. Winners take whatever they feel.
He's tough as nails. The dude got hit with a mortar. I'm still shooting. They're still shooting. You got to finish it. You can't quit.
And they transmute it into things that are good for the world.
I had tunnel vision. I just saw a man that needed my help, and I went to get him.
Period.
The Sean Ryan Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.